Hey guys, it's Muskrat Mania here. So I was just out here on the green swamp. This is just like a follow-up video to the prior, like the first video I made there. You'll see it when I upload it. I noticed the water level gone down in this pond quite a bit, as you can see from the side. Sorry if I'm going too fast, and then I noticed this. Looks like an old bank den or something. And I drove across here with my four-wheeler and it's awful slushy right here. And I almost wondered, whoa, that's really weak. I'm not going to step there. It's a good thing I didn't go through with the four-wheeler. There's not a whole lot of water in this pond actually right now. It was pretty well dry over the summer. But anyway, I'll just get over here on the shore. This looks to be like, it's been a beaver bank den at one point because there's a beaver house right over there. I'll show it to you in a minute. But looks like muskrats just shove stuff up in there like that. And there's a hole back in there. So I want to get a stick and I want to poke down in there. Because, you know, it's possible he's going underneath all those weeds and stuff. Oh, here's a nice little stick right here. Underneath all the weeds to get into his house. But then again, I could be wrong. You know what? I think I'm wrong. He might have been using that when the water level was higher. Of course, he got flooded out, but there is quite a good, like a tunnel back in there. There's a hole there. I don't know if you can see back in there or not. Like that. But, anyway, so I thought I'd show you that. Like, I'm going over to look at the feed there. The beaver house there. But there's a muskrat house right there, sitting out there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Maybe you can now. But this is a pond I was telling you about, just one big bog. But here's an old beaver house right here out in the middle. Figured we'd take a walk to it and see something to do. See if there's any fresh sticks on it or not. But I don't know. That's a pretty good channel right up through there. And they're going around the house and they got a channel that goes out the back way. Oh, what's this? Is this? Whoops, put my foot through. Okay, well this, I was gonna say, I got a stick here, but it's older. It's not too old, maybe a year or two old. So it is still possible they're using this though. I mean, the vent hole in the top. Oh no. Okay guys, I'll show you something here. There's no way a beaver's using this. Let me show you. Okay. So, it's actually pretty cool. So right down in here, I can see inside the beaver's house. Maybe I get at it from a different angle. Yeah, I guess I can't see from in there, but anyway, this house is right full of snow. There's no run in it, or there's no activity in it. So, that's kind of tells you there's nothing living in it. But we go around the corner here. I might have to walk, actually. I might drive up there and walk across. Because I don't trust this ice. It's March and it's warm out, so shouldn't even be driving on it. So here we got a nice muskrat house. Be this year's or something. And then I just noticed there's another one right over here. I don't know if it's new or not. Well, maybe. And then there's an old beaver house right over there. Like, I wonder if I can zoom. Yes, I can. Where was it? Okay, it's over here more. Right there. So, we'll have to check all those beaver houses out and see. I know there's a bank den down there at the far end where that pine tree's standing right where my finger's pointing. Me and my grandpa, we were out here in the canoe in the spring. We scared a beaver right into the trap about 5 minutes after we set it. It's pretty cool. We chased him right around the pond. We forced him right in. It was pretty awesome. But he says he's never seen that happen before. And I told him I never seen it happen either. Muskrat house. And, you know, it's just something interesting for you to see. It's not like you'd see something like that every day. So, yeah, so I'll just pause it and we'll run up here real quick and we'll see the beaver house and check it out. Okay. I guess I didn't have to pause it, but I did. I was just right over there where those tracks are. So we'll go on up through here where the beavers had a bank den and a feed pile last year. And we'll see about it again this year. I only got one beaver. No, I guess I got two beaver out of this pond because I scared the one into the trap with Pop. And then the other one I got was right over here. Oh boy. Guys, I got something to show you. Frag. You know, it should be something I do a little more often. But, okay. So this is the beaver house I caught the beaver in there in the spring. Or, not in the, yeah, last spring. Here's some coyote tracks. I've got another track to show you. So, look at here. Got a fresh otter track. And he's going real fresh otter track. He's just going into this pond that I was just at. I've got a couple otter traps over here and there's those beaver traps, so I might even get them. Oh, that'd be sweet. Oh, I'd love to get an otter. He's a big otter too, judging by his slide. But something I'm going to do is he might come right back out through here. Okay, so I'm going to take a 280. I'm going to shove it in here on this hole that he just went into. This is awesome. So he went into there. And he's gone back in through there and he step over without breaking the ice. He's gone into there. He's been playing around here a couple of times, looks like. Just up and over. Well, maybe it's not a big otter. Not a very big track. And he's been playing around a bit. Doesn't look like he went anywhere else, so. But, frig, that'd be awesome to get him. I'm going to put a 280 right in this hole. Right here in this hole. Where's my chisel? There it is. That'll be something I do. And we'll go and look at this feed pile here. But I don't know, guys. I guess it's a medium-sized otter, judging by the tracks. That'd be awesome. Come back tomorrow and have an otter. Should set this up real quick because these are fresh. I mean, you can see how fresh my tracks are. And then you look at the otter's tracks, and he's been here maybe half hour ago. Maybe not even. And that's the only way right there to get out of that pond, is to come back through there, and he hasn't been back yet. So this will be awesome. So maybe I'll go and get a 280 here right now. Well, actually, let's look at the feed pile because it's right here. Here's a bit right here anyway. This actually looks like newer stuff. Oh no, that's not new. No, that stuff ain't new, but up here looks sort of newer. Yeah, that looks sort of new. Nope, it isn't. That's old. It's last year's. Yeah. Okay. That's all last year's feed. What about this? Yep. Okay. So, I just checked a couple more. Yeah, last year's. I want to get a trap on that house. Nice, or on that dam. Nice coyote track. I'd like to pick up another coyote this year. I've gotten 3. So, bought some of them Ram power snares. They're pretty cool. So anyway, guys, instead of using up all my battery, I'm just going to pause the video and I'll get a 280, then I'll start it again when I'm making the set, okay? Okay guys, I went and got a 280, Savage 280. I just thought of another thing. While I'm over here, up here where this dam is, I just wondered if maybe he got, like if he went down in this dam, in the little creek right here. But it's possible he's still in this pond because there's no other place for him to come out. It doesn't look like he's come out. Ooh, I want to watch my footing around here. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's come out, which is awesome. Mink. Mr. Mink's been all around in there. But he hasn't out yet, so he's right here in this pond. This is awesome. Awesome. So I'll get the camera set up, see about getting this 280 set, set. Get some sticks, get them all blocked off. Maybe pick up ourselves an otter. Frank. An otter, wow. Look at that. Look at that. There's a beaver track. Beaver track right there. Cool. There's another one. So my guess is the otter, he come up through there. He tried to go over the dam and get into the water. Couldn't do it. So, like, there's a spot there. It's possible he went down through there. I hope he didn't, because that'd be a real small otter. But, I mean, it doesn't look like he went through here. Oh, that's frozen. Okay, so maybe we'll get a beaver here. So I'll see about setting up the camera somewhere. Try to figure out where. I want to get it just like this, so I'm going to have you looking right at the hole when I'm setting. Oh, here. This will come down. There we go. Hollow out a little spot for my phone. Swing it around a bit more. So, sorry if my hand's covering up the camera. Okay, so you can see the hole? Great. Okay, so, got my pliers and my wires, and my pliers and my wire. Chop this out a bit, push that back. Quite a bit of current in there, actually. I'm amazed at how much current's in there. Yeah. Well, I'm surprised Mr. Otter went down through there. I guess it might be deep. Oh yeah, there's a lot of room for him to get out there. So, take your Savage. Maybe I'll just mess with my triggers a bit here. So let's keep the safety hooks on for right now. And gently set this down in there. Just like that. Okay. So now hope you guys can see. Stabilizer sticks. Run them between the spring eyes. That one's broken. It's no good. I think this is going to be a dandy otter set. Make it look real fancy. Fancy schmancy. Stick that up like that. Want a dive pole, that one will do. A little big. We can fix that. There we go. Chop it a bit more maybe. Just so I want it to be able to fire with no problem. Pretty good. Now I want to wire it off. Hope the camera's still rolling. Hope Mr. Otter doesn't mind coming through there. Take my pliers. Hey, they work pretty good. I haven't used these yet, so I don't know. Just get a big log here. A big enough log.